Well, would you look at this? What have we here? I think we all know. It's self-evident. Yeah, good old 3v3, no rush map max. It's not a league game, I don't think, but it is league players. We got Endless Love with Triu. Recognize those two guys. Snuff, I'm not too sure who that is. And then we got Dank, recognize him. Meter A, recognize him. And Trix. I feel like I might have seen him, but not too sure. Yeah, so we got this 3v3. And yeah, a little late to the party recording wise, but doesn't really matter in these games. Maybe this is how I should do it from now on, because first 10 minutes are a little redundant, aren't they? But I guess it is kind of nice to see the build order and see who's behind where and how and all that. I did notice some failed mining early on, but not a big deal. Looks like everyone's doing just fine. Let's get rid of this. Everyone's got good money. Okay, Teal's spending his money quite well in red and purple. Although purple's only mining from one gas, so that's why he's so low on gas. Teal has a lot more hatches. Slightly more tech. Already getting his hive. So is purple. So that's fine. Got his spire where Teal does not, I don't think. Yeah, Teal's a little late building that spire. Could be a problem if guards are needed. I did hear someone say they're going to rush at map max, but it doesn't really look like that's going to happen here. Wow, yellow not building many factories. I feel like that's going to be an issue. He's making more? Okay, he's making more. Good, good. Just some random turrets, no big deal. I was a little worried for him there, but he's doing just fine. He is quite far behind blue, though, I will say that. I will say that much, but he is building, so good stuff. He's going to have enough production. I just hope he has enough compared to blue, because blue has a good amount up here. Guess let's go for a count. We got 12. These are all turrets, so 14 and 12. And yellow, oh, map max. Yellow only has 8. And I guess he has more star ports, that's good. Only has 6, 12, oh, 14 as well. So actually, same amount of starports, and blue has more factories, so. Not to mention he didn't get the machine shops on these top ones, so. Could be an issue, man. He's not going to be able to pump tanks out like blue is. There probably will be opportunities to build the machine shops, that being said, so. Shouldn't be too bad, but we'll see. SCVs and probes sacrificing themselves for the greater good. Always very customary. Nice arbiter in the Zerg base for protection. Good idea. Some queens here for ensnare a ghost. You love to see ghosts. Let's see if, yeah, blue's got some ghosts as well, so smart stuff from these guys. About 5 wraiths coming up, but he doesn't have many more than that, so I feel like blue even's going to have the wraith advantage. Well, actually, no. They're pretty even on wraith production. And yellow apparently actually got more out on the map before blue did, so Fair play to him. Yeah. Interesting, not taking these gases here. Looks like he could use it. I don't know why he didn't build those. It's kind of weird. You can see red is way far behind in gas compared to the others, so. But they are all max, so. It was weird though. Why would you not take that? It's just 100 minerals. I mean, he can't do it now, right? He can't build them, but homie's asking if you guys think dairy's healthy. I don't know, honestly. I think probably in most cases, if it's, you know, gathered naturally, but it's also kind of a weird thing that we began to drink milk from another species. Who knows? Just because we've adapted to something doesn't mean it's healthy per se. Who knows? Getting a parasite and an irradiate. Did he irradiate the same one? He did. That's funny. So the parasited one is also irradiated, so the parasite is null and void. Unless you got another one. Not going to be able to find it though. Even if it was, I don't think it is though, because he would have noticed. So, your standard Wraith skirmishes. Standard tank and spores, although instead we have turrets, so that's pretty nifty. A recall into here. Killing a lot of wraiths, not bad. If I'm the bottom team, I actually want to keep these goons here because it's kind of a waste of supply. Greg can always just recall when he chooses, so not too bad to even have these goons here, really. Since he can intercept the wraiths now. Oh, we had a recall here, didn't see that. Just happened though. And nice and snares, I like that. Definitely going to help a lot slowing down this attack. And I do believe, oh, EMPs too on 2 of those Archons, but these ones still have energy. Yeah, and Snare actually does slow down attack speed. So the goons do shoot, I think it's like something like 20% slower. I don't know if Archons actually do or don't. Because some units they maintain their attack speed. Most of them are slowed down, but some are not. Things like Goliaths are not slowed down. So, Archons. I feel like Archons would still be slowed down in terms of attack speed. So, yeah, not a bad attack, but also perfectly fine defense. Probably, if he's got money, he's going to want to make layers out of that. He's got plenty of money. That's what I'd do. You lost a bunch of your hatches, you might as well turn them into layers so they don't die in the future. Nice little patrol squad. And nice and snare there. Good old Wraith battles. Yeah. More probes. More probes. Oh, there's the recall coming. Wraiths intercepting, but they... Oh, there's lockdown. He does get them. Nice. Kind of walked right into the ghost. That's unfortunate. Oh, he's got more, though. He's got a lot more incoming. Let's go. One of them died there, but he's got 3 still left. What is that? Oh, orange has an arbiter. I feel like this one didn't actually... Yeah, he has full energy. Where did those stasis come from? A little perplexed by that. Red just stasis himself? It could be a strategy, because then you can time a reinforcement right when the ice thaws, as it were. That's weird, because I swear orange wasn't actually there at the time. Okay, well, there it goes. Not gonna... the Arbiter dies quick, so I'm not gonna get another recall. Interesting. Because that one Arbiter that was back here had full energy. Maybe he got the stasis and died. Maybe orange had two Arbiters there. I don't know. Interesting, though. I could have sworn that was Red who did that. Stasis himself. Interesting idea. You could go for that. You could go for a big recall and then stasis yourself, knowing that it's going to force your opponents to keep units back there. And then meanwhile you could either attack elsewhere or you could reinforce the attack. Do something like that. That's a lot of race from blue. Good job from him. Yeah, we are seeing a lot more production out of blue, I think, overall. Yellow's doing fine though, he's got a lot. I am worried about his tank production if he does lose any. Yeah, he just lifted these two factories here. Probably not what you want to do. Actually, I think he brought these two up here that were built last, so that he can build tanks quicker. But still, I feel like he should have these ready so he can build machine shops as soon as possible. I don't know. Another recall in the middle here, so he's actually purposefully doing that. Interesting choice. It's working out, man. He's getting a lot of Wraith kills. He's denying the scouting abilities of these guys. And nice little pick off there from blue. Yellow trying to kill stuff, but getting ensnared even. And look at this, just full map awareness from the top team, with red in the middle, in the middle of the sides. Not bad at all, and he's still got quite the healthy recall ball. So that's going to be handy. Meanwhile, we've got orange doing this. I believe you start this off by having a probe up here, and then you send them to the mining, and then all the units start clashing. And then once it happens, you can just send units in, and they all perpetually do it. And then, of course, you can do a big recall that way. I think it does cap out at some point, but it does... It does recall quite a few units. Big Wraith flock. Does purple not have units? Oh my. Okay, he's got Guardians. All his stuff is in Guardians. Wonder if Devourers would be of any use. So here comes Red with his recall and a lot of Wraith support. You're going to be hard to take this stuff out. You can't do anything. You probably could. You probably could sneak by these Dragoons. There's only a few here. Instead, he opts to cancel his recall ball and yeah, he's just going to help out. These Guardians, though, are going to clean up just fine. Probably didn't even need to send it orange, but it's all good. Still patrolling some units. Good stuff. Nice irradiate there. Ooh, and a nice storm to follow. That hurts. And the Wraiths, ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Poor Guardians just getting wrecked. But nonetheless, they do clean up the attacking force and didn't get too many hatcheries at the end of the day. About the same amount that Red got. So that's good. Good stuff. Nice irradiate there. Ooh, and a nice storm to follow. That hurts. And the Wraiths, ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Poor Guardians just getting wrecked. But nonetheless, they do clean up the attacking force and didn't get too many hatcheries at the end of the day. About the same amount that that purple or that teal lost. Purple just lost, so all good. Not to mention purple has a lot more hatches in the first place. And he did get some larvae recovered, so that's good. So blue has Goliaths, whereas yellow does not. Yellow is doing just fine. Yeah, so just blue and purple who are behind in supply. Or blue and purple. Teal and purple. And teal does have some larvae, but he doesn't have much. I feel like purple's in the same boat. Yeah, these guys are low in supply, these Zergs. Luckily that evens out because of course they're on opposite teams, but that is pretty rough. Nonetheless, they're making what they can. They got Guardians coming. I feel like purple has a little more. Not really. Unless there's more drones for teal, but they're both at about 150 supply. So that should be about the same amount of Guardians, you'd think. I see a lot less out of teal. He does have Defilers, I guess. Defilers do cost two supply, so same as a Guardian, I think. It's all the same. All two, I think. Nice push here. He actually takes out all the tanks quite efficiently here. Well, considering it's Dragoons versus tanks, that was pretty efficient. And gonna get cleaned up by the Guardians, but not bad. Not bad to take out the majority of the tanks. Nice job replenishing them for blue, so all good. Meanwhile, more wraiths dying and more arbiters trying to potentially recall maybe. So the counter is here, but they have Storm derping a bit though. Is orange. This guy's about to die. Oh. Okay. I guess he targeted a random place and didn't realize. That was a bit funny. But with yellow in the mix with his wraiths, they do clean it up. Definitely going to want to focus down these last three. There he goes. And with the counter here, oh, they're forced to defend again. Another nice recall out of red. But plenty of Guardians. Now some larvae being freed up here, so that's good. 2-2, 1-2, 3-3. Pretty good from yellow. Or orange, rather. Yeah. Orange has 3-3. 2-2 from yellow. 2-3. 2-2. Everyone's pretty upgraded, and won't be long until they're all 3-3, so no worries there. So orange helping out. I don't know why no one likes building lairs, but I feel like that, considering you have this much money, you might as well. But what do I know? I guess I'd rather save it for Guardians or something. I don't know. It's really not that much more, though, so I think that'd be well worth it. Considering the Zergs seem to be the ones who get attacked via recall, so yeah. I'd actually like to see a recall on the Protoss, or Terran even. You could sneak an Arbiter. Actually, yeah, if Orange came along here and just zipped by. Right along here. La-di-da. Right about here. Oh, there are ghosts, though. Easier said than done, isn't it? Looks like blue has more. Oh, pretty even. But with the Dragoon support, he does indeed have more. Meanwhile, since teal already attacked with his Guardians, I feel like purple does have more at this point. 177. Apparently they're both maxed. Plenty of larvae to work with, apparently, so all good. So we're about to see good old Guardian versus tanks and storms and all that, I assume. So it sounds like they want to recall this way. Oh no, that was red. That was red pinging. Oh god, getting the spam. Getting the spam. Whoops. Nice defenses here. He does get the recall though. Not much to defend here. Forced to bring back some wraiths, which aren't really the best option. Although there's no detection here. Oh, there is. Just in time, brings detection along. Now he's going to get the ensnares off. And the EMPs, so just completely eliminating the cloak altogether, which wasn't really necessary, I guess, but killing a fair amount. Just one wraith. Survived the EMP and ensnare onslaught. Now he's just going to town. Fortunately, he ran out of energy anyways, so that sucks. Still just some posturing in the middle. Meanwhile, Orange, I think, is planning to recall here, but there's a lot of stuff, man. There's Ghosts, there's EMPs. Looks like Red is really the one who's been successful with the recalls here. Yellow coming in, trying to snipe stuff. Can actually kill some Dragoons this way. Here comes the recalls, man. Pretty brutal. He finally did make some layers. Or a layer. But he didn't bother making more. Not sure why. You have infinite money. That's a brutal set of recalls there. Yeah, he's gonna need guardians and stuff. There he is. Okay. I was gonna say he's gotta be careful. He doesn't want to lose his main. Oh, he actually whiffed that storm. He didn't hit the drones. That's funny. Yeah, there are quite a few here. Looks like this one's gonna get it. No, he goes for the guardians instead. Okay. And he does evacuate the drones. That's pretty funny. He whiffed the storm somehow. Somehow he targeted right here. I don't know how you click there, but because if you click right on the main, it storms all the miners. Oh god, we had a big. Oh, never mind. Thought that was a big attack there, but that's just wraiths. And spores and a nice stasis can fend that off. Orange got EMP'd there, sucks. Got ensnared, EMP'd, and now that's just the suicide arbiter. No worries. So a lot of damage done there, but he didn't actually kill any workers, and didn't kill the main, didn't even hurt the main actually. I probably would have preferred that. Just take out all the sunks back here and then just make a rush for the main, but I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter at this point. Everyone has plenty of money, so maybe that's going through their head. That is pretty significant. He killed all the tanks there. The tanks were a little overly ambitiously placed, I feel. And now Yellow's tank's free to roam on through. It's a pretty solid attack. They do have guardians here, so they're going to be able to fend off the tanks. Getting some plagues. Yeah, I was waiting for that. He was kind of late to the party with those plagues, but he does get some now. Sieging up slowly. Gonna want some, like, yeah, here comes Orange. Okay, good. I was gonna say you're gonna need some ground support for these tanks, but a little too late, I guess. All the tanks dead now. This one, yeah, he's dead too. And now there's a big counterattack, and Some wraiths from yellow. Storms are going to be the key factor here. Come on. Oh boy, that sucks. At least they got good plagues though. I like that. And there's the storm. There we go. That's how you take out guardians. That's pretty good stuff. Beautiful. Good game here, man. Quite even. Purple, of course, lost a lot. So yeah, interesting stuff. Don't feel like any ground was really gained though. Trying to force the issue with some hydras. I don't think it's going to really do much. There's still plenty of tanks. Nice little storm there. Oh, he actually missed the wraiths. I thought he hit them, but... So Guardians, or Hydra's trying to do stuff here. I like how he pulled back. He doesn't need to just send them to their deaths. Although it would have been actually a good push, because there's not too many tanks, and there's actually a few that aren't sieged, so... He probably could have just pushed forward with those Hydras a bit, but he decided to save them. Yeah, okay. Is everyone 3-3, I assume? Looks like it. Oh, blue. Blue is slacking. He doesn't have that third armor. He does for his wraiths, but I think he just forgot. All good. I forgive you. Yeah, there's a good idea. Go freeze the tanks. That's the way to go. Oh, and smart from Purple to say that, because they're all right in the middle. So if they can freeze all this and then get past it and set up tanks back here, pretty effective. Yellow cleared all this stuff. Freeze Wraith. Yeah, I feel... Okay, yeah, don't even need to freeze them when you just kill them all with Guardians. So he's going to stasis the Wraiths. Does get one group, but there's still another. Oh, there he goes. This Arbiter getting some stuff done. Nicely done. Problem is there's irradiates going on. And there are actually Guardians. I don't think he upgraded the range. What is with that? It happened in another game. I think I recorded it. These guys didn't get range on their Goliaths. They're so used to Wraiths that they never get range. It's funny. Not too consequential though, because Goliaths aren't really used. But wow, big recall now. Oh, okay, that's red. So that was a defensive recall. Very nice. It's going to clean that up no problem then. And this is going to be a strong counter now, because they invested quite a bit into this attack. So if they push the action right now, send all the Guardians, which I assume he's going to do. Although it's a pretty even battle, I mean, most of the stuff on top died as well, so it's going to be, you know... Oh, actually, there's some random Wraiths attacking and stuff. Not too much, though. Okay, so he's not actually pushing the Guardians. Meanwhile, Wraiths are trying to be annoying. Actually sniping tanks, I like that idea. And another reset. And let's see the money. Everyone has... Okay, yellow is actually... Interesting. He only has 2k? That is really surprising to see a Terran. I believe Terran is the cheapest. I think Zerg is cheaper for minerals, but pretty expensive on the gas because you're making all those Guardians. But for Terran to not have much money, that's a little concerning. I feel like he wanted all that supply, but in return he doesn't have much mining for minerals here. He's got 2, and I assume he's got over 20 here, which you want about 20 to 25, I guess. Man, I don't know. He's not even maxed either. Him and blue. Interesting. Now the Terrans are not maxed. Funny how that works, huh? Race by race. First it's the Zerg, now it's the Terran players that are falling short. Difference is blue has 20k and 30k. Interesting, and he's not mining here either, so I feel like yellow didn't fully saturate this. In which case, definitely send this SCV there. Yeah, that's cause for concern, man. If he can't, maybe it's just because he has everything queued up to the max. Maybe that's why, but I don't know. I feel like he doesn't quite have enough on the main mineral patch. I don't see why he would be behind in minerals if he was properly saturated. Nonetheless, he, I'm sure, is about to max once some units die. And his bank is building back up a little, so all good. Problem is if he loses all his stuff in an instant, then he's going to need to be able to build. And just 2,000 minerals isn't that much when you build 1,000,000 units at once. Irradiates from both sides, and they're sharing the plagues and the irradiates, so pretty funny stuff. Guardians canceling out Guardians. He has some Guardians back here. Yeah, you should send those. Not bad actually if they get delayed, because now there's a bit of a window, and there he goes. So I like it. I don't think he did that on purpose, but I think this is actually going to work out pretty well. Maybe he did do it on purpose. Who knows? Because this can be pretty effective now. Unfortunately, there are cloaked wraiths that are not being dealt with. Oh, now they are. Somewhat. Problem is they cleaned up Guardians in time, so good job on blue for doing that. Plenty of wraiths now, so all good. Oh boy, not much tank production, like we were talking about, and like we were talking about, not much money. I'm a little worried for the bottom team because of that very reason. I mean, it looks like he has everything queued up, but he hasn't been maxed all game. Yeah, he was definitely behind in production, wasn't he? Not sure why he hasn't tried to build these machine shops, but yeah, I feel like that would be significant. Taking out a couple tanks too, definitely. Definitely hurts when you're starving for money. Well, somehow he has 3k again, but he doesn't actually have units that are producing. He is at 170, almost 80 supply though. Oh, his base. Oh, red got deep. And now he's killing the essential mining base. Luckily, he rebuilt over here, and it is a hive, so that's going to be hard to take out. He's going for it, though. There's only one Dragoon here. I feel like he should kill the Dragoon, and then you could actually clean it up properly, but all good, just YOLOing. At least you damage it quite significantly. Oh, they're just going for a big push. Fuck my base, says purple. Let's just go in. Let's just get her done. Nice storms on teal there. Teal losing all his guardians. Meanwhile, some of purple's actually get past. Plenty of dragoons though, so no problem. So that push did not work out, and there's still a Dragoon killing. No! Don't let one Dragoon kill your only mining base. Don't do it! Orange, save him! It's an injured Dragoon. At that. You mustn't let this happen. Tank sieging up, plenty of Dragoons. Yeah, I do not like how this is going. Now that Purple lost that, he's got lots of money so he can build stuff, but don't let this happen, man. Oh, he does notice. He does notice. Oh, what? What? Mutalisk, do your job. No! That was pretty painful. Unfortunately, he was too focused on the task at hand, and this one Dragoon just MVP, boss status, doing some long distance mining. I guess that's better than nothing, but you really should rebuild those bases. Kind of seems like he doesn't care, so he's just going for it. And he loses all his guardians. Oh, he's got more. He's got a lot more. Problem is, he needs a lot more. That's the thing. There's a good swarm, though. Good swarm of guardians. They're quite clumped, though. Be careful of that. This plague on Teal's guardians. And Teal now descending pure Mutalisk in. They actually trade okay versus Dragoons, because Dragoons do have to light units. Mutalisks are somehow... I always assume Mutalisk would be medium units, but they're actually light. Because then you look at Wraiths. Wraiths are large. Wraiths are freaking large units. How is that the thing? They're the same size as a Mutalisk. StarCraft logic, huh? Wow, somehow the push is actually breaking through. Gonna want to siege up here, even though it's only 3 tanks. We should probably siege up. Instead, opting to just attack. A move for the win. It'd be nice to see a stasis on some tanks or something. Nope. Just YOLOing. And Goon's getting on top of the tanks. There's only 3 though, so it doesn't even matter. Streamlining more Goons in, so Orange has been kind of carrying. And meanwhile, that is not good. He killed his production and they tap out. Too bad. I mean, oh, he actually did run out of money. Wow. I was going to say he still had plenty of money, but he actually didn't. That's how fast money can go. He had like at least 10k. But when you're making so many Guardians, that's 200 gas each. So, well, let's just say 40. It's 40k. Is that right? No, what am I saying? 16k. Yeah. 16,000 for about 40 Guardians. And, yeah. So that money goes quick. Very, very quick. Okay, blue doing the best there. And yeah, yellow kind of fell short early on, didn't have enough production, and kind of paid the price. Didn't have enough tanks, didn't have enough... He kind of kept him on par with the race, but it was mostly the tank reduction that was lacking. And they weren't able to continue those attacks. And once Purple ran out of money, they just tapped out. I didn't actually check if Yellow ran out of minerals or not. But yeah, you can see. Oh, interesting. I guess Blue is just losing less? Because he actually didn't mine too many more minerals. That's very interesting. So somehow Yellow lost a lot more than Blue did. That is very interesting. Because, yeah, they mined, I mean, he mined what? Yeah, just 100,000, not even 80,000. 80,000 more minerals mined. And yet, somehow, yellow was really low on minerals all game, basically. Interesting stuff. Anyways, not a bad game. Pretty back and forth. In the end, it came down to red doing those very efficient recalls. Interesting. He had one of the lower scores, but he was probably the most valuable player. Killed the most buildings, and that one Dragoon, hero Dragoon, man, killed that last hive. He was uncontested and got the job done, man. Feels bad for that hive, but that Dragoon will go down in history. Anyways, GG.